Yes.
The lab topology, guys, everybody. So if you see, you have all the WAN components basically like that over there. You can see on the left side, basically we have that, the icon for vManage. You have basically vBond. You have the icon for vSmart, and then all the locations. I have like Mumbai, Dubai, New York, Los Angeles, basically. So if you can see, basically, those are the WAN edges, basically the WAN routers, correct? Like that. And as you can see, the topology, basically I've already considered dual WAN service. One is the internet and the other one like a backup, maybe MPLS, basically. So if you see, locations have basically dual WAN services like that. Okay, in a real world environment, in a real in a real world deployment scenario, basically the controllers can be even, I have kept my topology, the controllers in the same location in a lab environment, but in a real world environment, these three controllers can be in three different geographical regions also. Okay, they can be in the same location, they can be geographically apart, they can be even hosted on the clouds also, like that. Only thing is that as long as we have reachability, that is the first thing, guys. And for internet, if you can see the let me make it little, no, sorry. Yeah. So if you can see, for the internet, the IP addressing which I use is public IP addressing, because if you have an internet connection, naturally your outside interface, you'll get a public IP. So for the sake of the lab environment, I am keeping the public IPs from the same network, 180.10.00/16. That means we'll be using all over for all our WAN locations. Basically, the IP addressing will be basically from this network, 180.10.0.0/16, like that. Okay. And MPLS, basically MPLS being a private cloud, basically I kept the IP addressing from the private range 10.0.0.0/8, like that. So all the links will for the all the MPLS links, basically the IP addressing will be from 10 network. All the internet links from all the location, the IP addressing will be from the 180.10 network. Now this controllers, basically this the subnet which I've used basically is one, the network what I've used is 192.168.0.0/24. Okay. Now the question is why 192.168.0.0/24. The reason is, as I told you, like when a customer wants to, when they go for Cisco Viptela SD-WAN solution, they need to generate what, some serial file, correct? Like, so while generating the serial file, we have to, the organization has to provide what, some information. One of the information is what, their vBond IP address. So now for my lab environment, basically, see, I this is basically only basically like, like what you can say for an lab environment kind of scenario this is. So for my lab environment kind of scenario, like somebody, from someone, I basically got this serial file done. I did not do this serial file myself, basically I got it, somebody, I paid somebody, and they provided me this serial basically file. So when he provided me the vBond IP, what he put was 192.168.0.202/24. So as you can see, this serial file which I have basically has this particular IP address, and this IP address I cannot change it, like that. And that's the reason, since 192.168.0.202 belongs to 192.168.0.0/24 network, I have to, use that network only. I cannot change it to any other network, because the serial file, if I change the IP address of the vBond, then that serial file will become invalid. The serial file is mapped to that particular IP address only, like that. Okay. Hello. Sekhar sir, now since we have this 10 participants are there, basically we have their names, but for our this thing, any desk and connection and basically accessing the lab, we have like I have defined, I was not knowing the candidates participants names, right? So I created basically user 1, user 2, user 3, basically. So
So,
how?
sir, in an Excel sheet, you can just
Okay.
put the names. You have the names now. Then
Okay.
copy and
Okay.
paste it in an Excel sheet,
Huh.
and against that, sir, you put user one, user two, user three. So we will
Okay.
remember our user
Yes.
IDs.
Yeah, okay. I think this I can see one of the participant name over here. I see basically Dell basically. Oh, is it basic? I don't know who is this person.
He's Ghazi Ram, I guess. I told you initially he
Ha
was
ha
sick,
ha ha
but
ha.
he
Yeah.
joined later.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
joined later.
So should I
Actually, my
I,
IOPEX ID is not working.
okay. I'll do one thing. I'll rename you. Okay. I'll rename you so that basically it will be good for me to relate you. Okay. So I just named this like that. So I have to create. So we need to this thing basically. Let us.
And that lab user, sorry, sir, that AnyDesk number also you have to give
Yeah, I'll just
against
provide
that
that.
user.
Yes. Now basically we'll have basically five. Two users will share one any desk login. We will create that. Okay.